Another rat right there, same spot again today. Oh, there's the bank den. I was catching them out of there last year in that bank den. I just don't think it's deep enough this year to catch them. Let me see, how do I mark that? Here, I'll use this. So we are going to mark this bank den right here with that. And we'll pull a colony that's empty and we'll try to set the colony here. I don't think we're going to be able to. I think it's too shallow, but we'll try to, and we'll save one of the conibears, and we'll set it out there if we can't. Didn't have time to do an intro today, peeps. We are in a hurry. Got a lot of stuff to do. A lot of good jerky flying right there. I'm not expecting much of a catch today. 1-2 rats maybe. I've moved so much stuff around so many times, I'm having a hard time remembering where everything's at. So the way these Hags brackets work, hope you guys can see this. So that's a Hags spring clip. They're kind of a pain in the butt to get in, but once you figure out a method, they go pretty quick. Like when I did this, I think the first one probably took me like 20 minutes to figure out, and then like 20 seconds after that, once you figure out a good way to do it. But the way these set up, the spring clip has got a round and then a down. This has got to be in the top slot, and this has got to come outside the bottom slot and over. And what that does is that creates a cantilever point, so it sits just like that. Okay, you can set these any direction you want. When it comes to muskrats, if I'm doing a baited set, oh, come on, I always put my triggers to the inside, and it seems to secure it a little bit better. You know, whatever the case may be, this is where I got the best luck, best success, I should say. So what I did is I picked up a parsnip, and man, I wish I would have brought one of my coyote setting gloves. So what I do is I cut them into chunks, you know, something like that, or a big flat flashy piece, something like this here. And anyway, what I'll do, I'll chop it up into little pieces, throw it in a bag, and then dump some anise oil in there, and then it's ready to go. You know, when you buy your 110s, your triggers are typically perfectly straight up and down. I just like to bend them out just a little bit, not too much. And then when I put this bait on there, I hope you can see this. When I put the bait on there, I just straighten them straight up and down where they would be coming out of the factory, and press this on here. And then the wires wanting to pull apart naturally because I bent them, kind of secure this. When you're setting bait for muskrats or anything underneath the water, you don't want your bait way down here. It's no different than being in a coyote set. You don't want them to step right where the dog's at. Okay, you want that bait out here to where when they pull on it, that's going to give them the most leverage on this trigger. It's totally up to you on which setting to put the 110 at, whether it's the hardest, the medium, or the easiest. I found that when it comes to underwater, if you set it to the hardest, a lot of times they'll chew the bait and actually pull it completely off before it fires. I don't need them to commit hard to this hole. I just need them to be there and tug on it a little bit. So I put it on the easiest one and it fires, and I don't have a lot of misses that way. There's quite a bit of activity right here, so we're just gonna punch a little hole in the ice here and set it in and walk away. I'm gonna try to do it without slipping in there and breaking my butt. I don't know if you guys could tell in yesterday's video or not, but when I was pulling on that ice here yesterday, I actually went down pretty good. That guy, go right like so. That's it. I'll be damned, whatever came in grabbed that swan, but didn't bug the traps. Oh, there it is right there. Somewhere. Pushed away from the deal again. Seems like every time we catch one rat, the suckers lodge themselves up against the wrong door. That's a pretty good sized rat there. Really nice sized rat. Okay. If I remember right, that was pretty stinking deep right here, so we won't set it down the pole too far. And when you're setting for muskrats, baited sets under the ice, you don't have to go down real deep. Just get them underneath the ice to where you know they're not going to freeze up in it. There's a deep hole right there. Bank den's right there. Let's treat this one like the raccoons. We'll put it right in their face. Right here. Standing right on top of it. Alright. Well, we got another little guy. That poor little dude's had a rough go. Something ate his tail off and he's got a new injury. Little tiny guy. That's the smallest rat I've caught out of here. Mm-hmm. Knew that was gonna happen. So that was a pretty cool little phone call. Guy by the name of Josh, he's got his own YouTube channel as well, if this is who I'm thinking it is, and I subscribe to it. He's done a little bit of content. He does some pretty neat stuff. He hunts and fishes and, you know, the whole 9 yards. But he was a student of mine, oh, I think 2 years ago or so, and phone call was just more or less he had some questions about selling fur and stuff like that. And guys, I haven't even got to this section yet. The only water I've trapped is just this big one here that's all connected up. We got 3 or 4 more that are back here, and look at that bubble line going out there. You can see the sandy bottom right there. Can you tell where their runs are at? This way, that way, and then there's another one that goes that way. I just noticed that water line right there And there's another one right there. They almost lined up perfectly. That's a tunnel going through. I got that long line goes out there. This is what you call a muskrat superhighway. I don't know, I'm not even sure how that hole's so big. You could put three 330s side by side there. Cover that sucker. I don't even know how you would set that with colony traps. Guess I could set this little one right here. And there's another big entrance right there. Whatever they're coming out for, it almost seems like they stop there and they stop there and stop there. Those 3 spots, 4 spots, I guess. What if they got a food cache there and they come out to it, grab their stuff, and then turn around and go right back? I guess depending on how deep that long one is over there. It's not too deep. I guess I could set 3 or 4 cages side by side. Bummed I put the camera out. Come out here, look at this one. I stepped over here and I seen this one. 3 rats have come out of this already. We got a lot more rats to catch out here, guys. I'm gonna say we pull another 20 or 30. Gonna be my guess. I'm probably only gonna trap this for another 5 days, maybe. Stay tuned. I may, depending on what time it is, I gotta pick my grandson up, so. I think I'm going to though. I think I'm gonna get back there, fast track it back, grab that colony, come over here, and I'll slam it in the hole. And that'll guarantee us, you know, at least 1 rat. If they don't block the doors, then we'll probably catch 3 or 4 here. So. Alright guys, so I appreciate you hanging out and checking out the video. Like and subscribe if you don't mind, and yeah, we'll see you again tomorrow for another check. Well guys, this is where I came, and I standing right there. I had 3 muskrats run out, got a hold of the property owner. He says you drive wherever you need to get these things killed. So it's a small colony, but I put it right there. It's the only one I have with me. That one will have as many rats can fit in it tomorrow morning, guaranteed, 100%. Unless you get one on each end that locks the doors, but that'll be absolutely stuffed full of rats if not. I'm gonna bring the rest of the colonies tomorrow, and we'll get out there to that big run over there and do what we can. I think there's so many. I mean, just right here, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 bank dens from there to there. So I need to get a lot of traps. I'll bring the rest of the colony gear, all the colony stuff that I have,